Hey everybody, this is Spencer. This video is quite late, but as you know, life sometimes just happens. But I wanted to briefly compare the Bixi and the Air. This is the Travel Pack 3 Small. I bought the small as opposed to large, which I believe the sizes are pretty comparable. This is 28 liters. I think the next size up is 30 something, but I usually opt for the smaller one, which is why I chose to buy this one. So my goal here is just to kind of give a brief comparison. Of course, this bag here, the travel pack, was cited as possibly inspiring the Bixi. And it was cited also because it's $100 full less. So I wanted to look at this, a bag I've never owned or used, and give kind of my first and my impressions and kind of talk about the value a little bit. So let's get started. So first of all, I have been traveling with this a few times now. I'm absolutely loving it. I really am. Because of that odd lack of pocket at the bottom, like the Techonaut, and I have 3 Techonauts 30s, I really find that I enjoy carrying the Bixi more. Especially, I think that the ergonomics of the bag are just kind of made for me. I think because I always pack, spiff kit and a handy little thing in the front pocket here, and then usually I just throw my iPad in here. This kind of just works for me. I'll also put something like something that I need to reach easily, like maybe a battery, or if I need to overpack this with clothes, I might put socks and underwear at the bottom and then just have easy access to this at the top, or something else. So I find that to be super useful. I found that to be super useful so far. So here's the front pocket here. Of course, everybody cites the lack of lining here. It doesn't bother me. It does bother some, but I can't say that it really bothers me. So again, I've never used this bag, so I'm giving you my live impressions, kind of just giving you all of my first-hand view. So first, the fact that this is lined, it's lined with a nice soft material. I really like that. I like the fact that this zips down more as compared to the Bixi, although I don't really know how much that would really matter to me. So the thing that I like about this pocket is that it's kind of three-dimensional, so it fits more stuff in it than it kind of looks. It's not really designed to just be flat. So would this kind of do the same thing? Because I'm going to ignore most of this organization. I might have business cards in here, but I don't usually even travel with a pen, which maybe I should. Ooh, I like that a lot. So what I said that I like a lot is that this has kind of a front iPad pocket. That's really cool, actually. That's really handy compared to the Bixis, which is zippered and kind of not. It doesn't seem like it's obviously as easy access. So this is definitely a shallower pocket. Goes about to here on my hand, and this one goes all the way down. So I think that if I were to give it to one based on how I use the bag, I'd say the Air on the front pocket I definitely prefer. I noticed that it closes up nicely around these things, around the handy little thing in the spiff kit, which I really like. So let's talk about the interior. So note, I will say one thing that I love about Tom Bihn, and I've always loved about Tom Bihn, is Halcyon. Halcyon is just my favorite ripstop, my favorite interior lining. It's my favorite bag exterior. Black Halcyon is pretty much my favorite bag exterior of all time. I'm not a fan of Cordura. It just attracts dirt, as you can see. It attracts cat hair. But this is very ballisticy. I don't know if this feels different than the Cordura that used to be on old Tom Bihn bags, but I really like it. So I actually really like it. So talking about the inner compartment, they're going to be pretty similar. I think that the main thing you're going to lack are O-rings, of course, inside of something like the Air, and as well as you don't have luggage tie downs, which are a bonus. I keep them attached because I keep all my stuff in my bags together, but to me those aren't really big deals. I can tell you just by looking at this bag, it would fit all of the clothes that I would expect it to. This thing here, again, I'm kind of going into this blind, looks a little out of place. I can see that it's some kind of top pocket. I frankly just wish it wasn't there. It's not going to bother me really. It's going to lay flat, but to me it's kind of unnecessary with the rest of the organization of the bag. And I've just got some random shirts. And most of the time I just travel with a few extra shirts and then, you know, 1 or 2 pair of jeans and then underwear. So, I mean, it's a bag. I'm going to have no problem as long as it's a cavernous space. I'm not a super organized person when it comes to travel. I just kind of throw everything in there and unpack when I get to my destination, if I even do that. Sometimes I just lay this bag open. So for that, I think this is fine. I think this would suffice. I would say that the as far as the inners go, which would I give it to? I would definitely probably just call it a tie. I wish it wasn't there, but it really doesn't bother me enough to say that, yes, that's going to push me over the edge. It's not. I would say that this feels and looks a lot more structured, which I really like. Actually, this bag, I haven't looked at it before. It's really quite impressing me, I'm not going to lie. This doesn't have as much structure, but that's not a deal breaker for me. Luggage tie-down straps don't really have any bearing on me. I'm going to turn it around and kind of point out the additional space here. As I mentioned before, I probably wouldn't use these zipper pockets for much, if anything. And you have another one here. Let's see, those don't go anywhere. And how far down does it go? Just a mesh pocket. Okay. So, really, no bother for me. I am going to just note that I see this thing on the side. Okay, it's an extra like storage compartment here. I almost missed it. Kind of like the stowaway. The first time I had the stowaway, I didn't notice that it had an extra zipper where it did, and found a clever side compartment with a cat where I could put a cache. So this is nice, I think, for something. I don't know what I would use it for. Honestly, probably wouldn't use it. Probably just leave it be. Okay, again, I think they're tied. I just prefer halcyon, but that doesn't mean much. Really, in the purposes of a comparison, that's really no accounting for taste kind of thing. So let's talk about this part, this front zipper pocket. Definitely really like this, and what I would do is keep this empty, and as I'm going through security, I'm going to put my phone, wallet, and AirPods Pro and keys in this thing, and just take them right out. The Bixi, where am I going to do that? I'm probably just going to do that in the admin pocket, throw them in here. But I like that this is slightly better. I also like that it's a little, kind of breaks the bag up a little bit, makes it a little more stylish. Do not love these rubber zippers. I've never loved the ones on Tom Bihn. Of the bags that I've owned, they've all been chewed up or never used because I just don't like the look of the zipper. This one looks okay though. I would expect this would probably get chewed up over time, like the Tom Bihn ones do. Coming to the side, you have a mesh side pocket. I again would emphasize that I really like this one. It holds the bottle in there really nicely. This is the bottle that I have. It makes it easy to take in and out, but it really holds it in there firmly. It's actually a little bit magic to me. I really quite like it. This bag, this one has a zippered one, so it kind of hides it if you don't need it. And then you kind of just put it here, and it's not going to hold it as much. This side pocket for this, definitely 100% like it better. This one's fine. This one has buckle attachments, I guess, for a strap. That is really not that important to me. I'm not sure if it has a mate on it anywhere. Kind of doesn't matter. I do see as well that they have these kind of buckles on the side. I assume that's to compress down the bag if you kind of don't have it overpacked, or if you want it for EDC. I think that's fine. I can do without them though, personally. It does have a side handle here, which is nice. I like a side handle. It has a side handle here, a little squishier here. These top handles, I gotta say, this one's got like a seatbelt material. I think that is a seatbelt material. And between the two, definitely prefer the Air. So, let's talk. What else do we need to talk about besides the back? That and the backpack straps would be perfect. Okay. So, first of all, there's that pocket that really kind of doesn't make any sense. I don't like it. I just don't like that it takes up room in the main part of the bag. But again, that's like a super, I would say, like minor complaint, if it's really a complaint much at all. Okay. Let's look at the back of the bags. So of course you've got the big old laptop compartment back here, which is quite cavernous. It's most like the brain bag without being the brain bag in terms of the storage space that's allowed in here. You'd need a separate cache for a second laptop, but you could easily fit one in there. This one barely fits my 16-inch MacBook Pro, as I've mentioned. Here's the MacBook Pro, and here it goes in. It does barely fit it. I noticed that pretty much since all of time, Tom Bihn has always designed their products around the latest Apple computers, which is great because I'm an Apple person for sure. Love my Mac. Okay, let's try it in this thing, in the air. So let's throw it in. You can see again, same kind of thing, definitely brain baggish. The lining feels really substantial, this gray lining, and yeah, this has a false bottom, it seems. Yes, definitely does. So this one has a false bottom. In terms of the material, I think they're fine. I prefer Halcyon to this fuzzy material here, but that's just me. So slip that in there. Oh, that's definitely got more room than this. This one is really a tight fit. This one, it just slides right in, and it could definitely hold a bigger, like, Windows laptop that was a little beefier. And I traveled to several conferences to people who use Windows computers that are much beefier, and I think this bag would fit that use case better. So, flipping them over, this is striking. I mean, it just looks stylish. It looks a little industrial. You know, I don't have many words to describe bags, so I'm just going to go with what I know. Edgeless straps always feel nice. I think between the two, though, I think that I would probably prefer the edgeless if I had to guess, if I had to just kind of take it. But I haven't worn this bag. I haven't worn these backpack straps yet. They do feel substantial. They feel like they'd be comfortable. I like that they're a little thicker, so it would tend to distribute the weight a little better. This back mesh here, I really like it. It kind of has like a crinkly feel. It's kind of like pushing bubble wrap, which I think is kind of cool. And if you look here, and you look here, I mean, in order to really know whether or not this bag, like, if I'm going to sweat and it's going to be like a problem, I have to wear it. I have to use it. I'm not sure when I'm going to use it because I'm going to be traveling so little, and I really like the Bixi. I keep wanting to call it the Bixi because, as somebody in the Facebook group pointed out, that's the Chinese dragon. That's what it's called. And so I keep wanting to call this the Bixi, but the Bixi. Between the two, I would say that I like the look of this better. I think they're probably functionally very similar. Let's see if these are detachable. They are definitely not. This one is, of course, we already determined that it's definitely not. A little bit more. I don't think these are technically lash straps, but definitely a place for accessory. Or sorry, this is for a hip belt, of course. Same thing here, right here. So, two handles on the side as opposed to one here. And yeah, let's see. So I think that's kind of the overview of the bag. Like, now, in order to really test it, I'd have to use it. And again, I have so many bags, I don't know that I even want to keep this one. It is a very nice bag. I'm just gonna put that out there. And the last thing I'll address is the price, right? We know that this is a $250 bag. I got it on Air's website, shipped to me very nicely. Took about a week to get here with ground shipping. This, took about a week to get here. So, I mean, not that shipping times are that big of a deal, but this is a $350 bag. This is a very nicely designed $250 bag. I would be crazy if I said that this was worth the premium for most people. Now, me being a fan of Tom Bihn, pre and post purchase, I haven't bought too many other products post, but I'm still a Tom Bihn fan. I still think they have they're using good materials. I still think their design philosophy is there. I think they're trying really hard to approach new markets, so they can sustain the company for the long term, and make a good profit. But pound for pound, dollar for dollar, like if I had $350 and I had to pick one bag, I'm probably picking the Air and maybe picking up a few accessories. Not that, I think that one of the criticisms is Tom Bihn. There was a video that was put out. I didn't see it, where they showed all the different accessories that you can buy with a Tom Bihn bag. that would have tended to, you know, push the price closer to $500 if you bought those. You buy this and a couple of Amazon Basics things, and I think you'd be pretty good. So, dollar for dollar, I'm going to say that the Air is probably the winner. But I am a fan of Tom Bihn. This channel has been dedicated to them. This is my first time featuring a bag that isn't a Tom Bihn bag that I can recall. And I would like to do a video on my very favorite bag, which is not a Tom Bihn bag. Maybe that'll be a little later. But the bottom line is that I think this is a very competitive bag, a very, very nice product. Without using it more, I really can't say. The devil's always in the details. I will say that I have really enjoyed carrying this. And I think Tom Bihn, again, they provided this for review without any. They didn't tell me to say anything about it. They just said review it, be honest about it. It's still a very nice bag. It's pretty much replaced my Techonaut. I like the simple look. I like everything about it. But anyways, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or thoughts, please leave them in the comments. And that is it. I will leave a link to this bag. I do believe I have, I'll leave a link to this bag as well. I have an affiliate relationship, which I don't really promote much, but clicking the link always, supports the channel. I don't have one with Air, and I don't plan on getting one just for this video, so support them if you like. I mean, it's a very, very nice bag. I don't know what else to say. It's a really nice bag. For me, I think they're probably equivalent. The water bottle pocket here is fine. This one is, in my opinion, way better. And I prefer Halcyon, and I prefer the Tom Bihn design. And hey, what can I say? I'm maybe a little bit of a fanboy, but anyways, close out the video by saying dollar for dollar, get the Air. If you really love Tom Bihn and you value the features, pay the extra $100 for the Tom Bihn bag. And that's all I have to say. I will say one last thing is that I would expect the Tom Bihn bag to probably hold its value maybe a little more. And that is something that I consider when I buy bags, because I baby them. I kind of baby them. I'm not super, super rough with them. I don't throw them around, but they're workhorses, but I don't, they're workhorses, but I don't really throw them around. So I would tend to think that a Tom Bihn bag would hold its value a little better just because of the community. And frankly, the scarcity. This has been a product that's been out for a bit. This will be coming out in mid-October. I don't know the value of how these have held up in eBay and Carryology and all of those, but that would maybe be something. I have nothing to back that up, by the way, just kind of talking out loud. Anyways, that's it. I will end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Leave some comments down below. I'd really love to see what you got to say, so leave them down there. Thank you.